Hello everybody who is watching this on YouTube and the people who are watching me as I'm recording this on Twitch. Today I'm going to be doing kind of a checking out what's inside the revised core and kind of talking about what the revised core set is. Because if you're new to this game, you might be wondering, what's the revised core set? What did I miss out on the super awesome original core set? What do I need to do? I've heard people say I need to buy 2 core sets. Do I need to buy 2 revised core sets? We're going to start right at the beginning and just say no. When you want to play Arkham Horror the card game, you just need this new revised core set. It contains enough cards to play with just everything you need right here. And it's a big box. The other one was this flimsy small box. Well, this guy he's big, he's chunky, he's going to take up space on your shelf, and he's going to actually hold the cards and everything that are in it. I've only opened this just to get it out of the shrink wrap. So we're going to look at all the components together as we get through. I'm going to talk about them and what's different from the original to this one. So, as I said, the biggest change from the original to this is that the core set it's now you only need to buy 1 copy. In the original, you had to buy 2. You only got 1 copy of each player card. This is 2 copies of each player card. It has some extra tokens. It has it has a bag for you to put your chaos tokens in, which is very nice, and it also has storage. It probably has other things too that I lost because Midnight Mask said the perfect joke that I'm going to steal here but give credit, which is just slaps revised core. You can fit so many knives in this bad boy. So many knives. So why don't we open it up, check out, let's see what we're working with as we get this going. And you have heard it. They've included it here as well. Somewhere, there it is. The thing we've all come for. The ad sheet. It's, I think, I can't be 100%, but I'm like 90% certain that the rumors are true. This is the exact same ad sheet that was in the Edge of the Earth. You can tell because the other side also has this, which was on the other side, so you're not getting anything really special out of this ad sheet. It's just as good as the one you got in Edge of the Earth, and it really doesn't hurt to have 2 of them. So you might want to sleeve this bad boy up, put it in your binder, keep it safe, because it's going to be worth something one day. So right off the bat, for the stuff they have here, we have the the campaign guide for Night of the Zealot, not the Return To. The Return To stuff is not in here. This is just the base game. Same 3 scenarios that were in the original core set. Bigger book. No spoilies. No spoilies. We don't need to look at that stuff. Learn to Play. This is different, I believe. I haven't looked at the Learn to Play since 2015, so it's been a while. However, nice. And a rules reference, which I think is also now bigger as well. So, let's open up these tokens, shall we? Give me a second. Just going to use my Wolverine claws to get that open easier. So we have a bunch of Chaos tokens. As you can see, these are the same Chaos tokens that were in the original. Same symbols. Nothing new or fancy there. However, noticeable right off the bat, we now have 5 and 3 count, or if you want to go in order, 3 and 5 count resource tokens. Conveniently, this would make Travis very happy if we use these. They do have 3 and 5 boxes on them, so thank goodness for that. So these are helpful if you play with tokens because you can run out pretty quickly, and if someone needs that many tokens, which can happen in this game, mind you, it can happen, you don't need to worry about that there. Over here on this next one, clues, horror and damage, 3 count clues, more 5 count resources, 3 count sanity, and a lead investigator token, which really is not too necessary to play the game, but it is awesome. They included it, and it's nice to have one of those. So those are all the new tokens that exist in here. Here is the Chaos token bag. Wow, can you just picture putting your hand in here and drawing the auto fail? Oh my God, I almost feel like I'm there at the table. So this one is a little bit smaller. It's on the smaller size. So if you are looking at buying custom tokens and you're playing Curse and Bless tokens, or even coin capsules, this thing will fill up pretty quickly. However, if you're looking at just playing with just the tokens in there, you're going to play this game very casual, I think that this is going to do a good job. However, finding a bag is possible if you need more space, because this guy is pretty small. Like, I have small hands, and so it's like, you know, it does fit in here. It's not that my hand is big and this bag is big. My hand is small and this bag's on the smaller side, but it is still an awesome inclusion and will get you by if you're just playing very casually and you don't need to like protect your tokens, or if you don't feel the need to protect your tokens, or if you're not buying special tokens. Because I'll be real, I don't protect my tokens when I play with them. Storage for the box. This is very much like the Edge of the Earth one, and what I imagine we're going to see going forward for all campaigns. There's going to be this nice box which has room for campaign, and then probably player cards when you sleeve as well. And you can also put tokens and bags in here as well. But as your collection gets bigger, you're probably going to look at how can I improve my storage. I do think that these are going to work very well, though, and I'm actually probably going to keep the majority of these campaigns and see if I can use those to my advantage in some way. New Investigator Art. That's another change. New art for all the investigators. Dang, that's freaking weird, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So the investigators that we have normally played with do not have these art. They do not have the art for these ones, but this is new art. Kind of neat, kind of cool. I prefer the original, but there's nothing wrong with liking the new stuff too. And they all come. Another big difference, sorry Wendy, is that all of these guys, they come with their own pre-packaged deck. So as opposed to the previous case where you would need to look and through your collection and put the deck together, you can now just open up these packages and play with the decks. We are going to look through the decks, and I'm also thinking of doing a video where we look at these decks and how to improve them with your collection. Because if the rumors are true about this Wendy Adams deck, we got to do some work. But we'll get back to those guys. We'll get back to these. Oh my god, sorry Skids. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, brother. Okay. So these are the only things I'm not going to open today because we don't want to do spoilers. But conveniently, these guys are all packaged too. They're all packaged as well, just for you. I do wonder if multiples of them use the same encounter sets. So I am going to open them up, but I'm not going to show them on... Where's my Wolverine claw? There it is. But I'm not going to show them on camera just because I don't want people to... Actually, I can check in this. Let's do some sleuthing. All right, these ones both use the fog. So my theory is that these ones, the fog's going to be in here. And it's not going to be in the next one. Let's see. Oh, they have some new art on the cards. All right, we're going to have to check those out too. We're going to have to check them out because I need to see the art on the new encounter cards. Thank you for the intel. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to show those on camera. Yeah, so it looks like then it just says, hey, use the stuff that was in that previous set. But what this does with these new packages is, once again, this makes for people who are just starting and playing the game for the first time, this is super convenient. And the one thing I actually do like about this is it is about convenience. Arkham Horror the card game is a very complicated game, and its old release format was horrible. It was just horrible for new people trying to get in, because when you're in franchise like me, or like when you've played a bunch of Lord of the Rings, the living card game in the past, LCGs are easy to understand. But this new release format is very much more like board game and board game expansion, and it's great. This is actually kind of why I had to, for people who already own 2 copies of the core set, you're probably asking, do I need to grab the revised core? Unless you want the tokens or the new art, absolutely not. It's not necessary to play the game. You have everything you need. However, I picked it up because I'm a content creator for this, and it would be very bad for me to not know what's in this box and also what's included. But if you are If you already have everything you need and you're not interested in the tokens or the new art, you do not need the revised core set. Don't worry about picking it up. You're going to have everything you need in there, especially if you already own all the cycles too. All right, I just want to see new art here. I think this parlor art's not new. Maybe it's new. Rats are the same. Those guys are the same. All right, this one's all the same. This one's all the same. Nothing new there. Locked door. A little bit spooky. It's a close-up on a lock. They did not lie. They did not lie. I couldn't even tell you if these are old or new for the locations. Oh, this guy's got some new art. The Big Bad's got some new art. I'm not going to show that on camera because there are spoilers. This is new as well. It looks like they got a different visual interpretation of the Big Bad, which is kind of neat. Kind of cool. All right. I like to keep my campaigns ready to go with all encounter cards in the scenarios. Is there a lockpick in the locked door at this time? I don't think so. But let me go closer. No. No lockpick. Can't pick it. All right, let's look at player cards. Because they have added some new player cards to this that are from other cycles. So this one we can look. B-Cop, Shotgun, First Aid. First Aid's got new art, and it's also the upgraded First Aid. So this is originally from... I'm pretty sure this is originally from the Return to, right? The Parlor is indeed new art. I'm the best. I'm the best. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I can tell because it's anything that has the higher number value. I've Had Worse is also new for this. This is interesting. Some nice additions there. Going into the player cards over here. So this ended at here. So we have Seeking Answers, the upgraded version. And the upgraded Old Book of Lore. Interesting. Leo DeLuca. Lockpicks. That's a huge addition. First Aid is not so gross anymore. It's true. It's more of actually now like a first aid kit as opposed to, oh my god, this guy, we have to tell his family he's not going to make it through the night. Lockpicks is huge. That's a huge addition for the green. Upgraded Derringer is also nice. Those are very juicy for rogue investigators. Purple cards. Rite of Seeking. Yep, nice addition. Scrying is there too, I guess. Aquina. These ones are all here. New cards. Eucatastrophe. And upgraded Aquina. Eucatastrophe. That's wild. But I suppose, here's the coolest part about this, all right? Is that with these new cards, especially green, not so much red. I'm sorry, not so much purple, but especially green, you can see how like the design philosophy is for the green. They're showing like, hey, this is a core concept of green, adding your stats together to do something. It's not just like cards that are kind of poopy. And as you're saying, Stone Cold Stunfisk, it's also really good for Wendy. Really good for Wendy Adams. And you kind of see that here too in Eucatastrophe, where the whole concept is now they're trying to show players that in the core set, Survivor is good at stopping the auto-fail. They can make a bad situation okay. Charismas and Relic Hunters are also huge gets. Absolutely huge. Huge. And I think, and also it looks like Upgraded Resourceful too. Upgraded Resourceful is also here. But the Charisma and Relic Hunter, I'm very glad, are now core. All right, let's see what other new art there is, because I went through pretty quick. Those are old. Those are old. Those are old. Those are old. This is new. And everything else is old. New Will to Survive. So instead of Man with the Mop, we have Stella driving her car. Cool. Neat. New art. I prefer the original still, but you know, I like having the characters on art. I like having characters from the game included in the art. I think that is really cool. All right. Last thing we want to do here is we want to check out the decks, because we can also see what the new art is if they have them for any of the characters here. So let's start with Mr. Roland Banks. Okay. New Roland. Old stuff. He has a weakness brought in. It's a Silver Twilight Acolyte. New guard dog. Oh, that guard dog art is actually kind of sick. I like that guard dog art. He's like, look what I friggin' found, Dad. New medical texts, too. That looks nice. New guard dog, new medical texts. New working a hunch. With Roland specific on it. Let me just get this looking a bit nicer. Zoop. Wow, that's focused pretty well, actually. Guard dog looks badass. Yeah, that's a nice guard dog. I like that a lot. Oh my god, a new deduction? Are you kidding me? New deduction with Daisy? She's going, oh my god, I'm deducting? I'm deducting? Are you kidding me? This is insane? And a turn card. Okay, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. A bunch of new art. Let's, I'm also kind of curious. Yeah, she's got the Pog face. She's like, Poggy! That's my reaction when I draw deduction. Poggy! So... medical texts. Oh my god. Research librarian to find medical texts in old book of lore. Still not great. Well, you know, as I said, we're probably going to look at how we can improve these decks. Maybe, honestly, if time is permitting, we can do this even on stream today. That would be nice. Okay. Daisy! Let's see what Daisy's got going on. So Daisy for sure is going to have the other deduction. She's basically like the other half. This is the other half of the Roland deck. It's crazy. She has so little yellow. Holy Rosary. Yep. No noticeable new art there. She has these manual decks for some reason. I can understand, though, new players teaches them that, you know, you should run away from things. Nothing too noticeable there. Let's look at Skids' deck, see if there's any new art or anything exciting to talk about there. See how these rogues are doing. Okay. Yay. Ooh, a new burglary. I like that. Actually, has Skids on it, that is really cool. I like that. I think that's really neat. Hard Knocks with Wendy Adams. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Guard Dog First Aid Kit. Oh, so I love the original Overpower art with Silas Marsh. But look at this frickin' Mark Harrigan Overpower. Ah! Dude, that's sick. That's really cool. I'll always have a special place in my heart for Mark Harrigan Overpower. But this one's not bad. This one's not bad. I like it a lot. I think that looks pretty sick. Mark Harrigan Overpower. That gets a thumbs up from me. I'm happy about that. Okay, Agnes. What do we got here? New Agnes. New Dark Memory. So far she's the only one with a new weakness art, right? I think so. Yeah, she's the only one with a new weakness. That's cool. I like the original art, but it matches the new thing, so nothing wrong with that, right? Going through here, scavenging. What is that thing in the background? What is that guy? What's he doing? He's having a wild time. New scavenging art. It looks fine. It looks fine. I like the original one too. New baseball bat. That one's fine too. I think that one's alright. Ooh! Everyone, there's a new unexpected courage art. That's cool. That's a nice unexpected courage art too. I like that too. Yeah, same kind of motif as like a kid fighting something scary, but this time it actually is like scary as opposed to just like some sort of dog looking thing. Cool. And last on our list is Wendy Adams. Wendy Adams. New amulet and the new abandoned alone. They really were like, we're changing Wendy. We're giving her a new art for everything. That's cool. That's cool. She definitely looks smaller. But she has the same kind of, oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what we're going with? We're going with this for little Miss Wendy Adams? She's running a switchblade? She's running a switchblade in this starter deck? Just for the 1 foot? That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Fail forward motif. Do you know what's fun, everyone? Putting your actions into fighting with the switchblade. So sick. Okay, I'm going to quickly just go like this. And then we're going to close this thing out. So yeah, that's everything that came in the core set. Each investigator has their own deck that they are working with that comes pre-packaged for you. So that's really convenient and also like really easy to like make work, which is kind of like, you know, helpful if you don't really want to like look at how you're going to do your decks. Like if you don't really know about building, you just want to like go and play. They do come with prepackaged decks that only include one-ofs for the things that aren't neutral, which is a little bit questionable, I will say. However, if you want to just play the game and get going, you could just use the decks there, or you can look online and eventually on this channel for videos that help you figure out how to make these decks better. The most important thing, though, the most important thing apart from the ad sheet, which, as I said earlier, you're going to want to include, and put into a little sheet for yourself. Oh my God, why did I close this? I should have just put this here. The scenarios are also, they themselves, packaged up very conveniently for playing. I've separated them here, but as you saw when I opened them, they came like that. So the question you have to ask yourself is, do I need this new core set? If you want to play Arkham Horror the card game, yes, you need this new core set. You need the core set to play. Without the core set, you actually cannot play Arkham Horror. Because it comes with the tokens that are necessary, as well as a bunch of encounter sets that are included in every campaign. One of them, Ancient Evils, you'll become friends with rather quickly. The other stuff is that we are looking for, if you are looking for updating your collection, if you only have one core set and you really want to get a second one, or you're interested in the new art, the revised core set is probably a good pickup for you. However, if you have 2 copies of the core set already, the original core, old core, it's like a new genre of music, you don't need to worry about picking this up unless you are specifically looking at getting the new art and stuff like that. However, if you're new to the game and you're considering, should I get this? Number one, if you want to play, yes, you're going to need it. And number two, it's better than it's ever been. This is like incredible. If this was out ages ago when we first started playing, this would have been a lot easier for people to get into. And now it's it's finally at the point where you can get into this game and play this game conveniently without having to hunt things down or do the weird thing that you originally had to do, which was buy 2 copies of the core set. That was always a hard recommendation, even though it was the correct one, and even though I've done it and I've now essentially bought 3 core sets. I'm a different case, but for the general people, general gamers, this is so much better. So hopefully this has helped you understand what the core set is, why you might want to pick it up, and what was included in the box. I'm Justin from Playing Board Games, and I wanted to say a huge thank you for watching, and a huge thank you for all of our patrons for supporting the channel, and for everyone who is here. Consider liking and subscribing to this video. It helps us out. Well, subscribing to our channel, liking the video, commenting on the video. Do what you want to do. I appreciate everything. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.